Hello and welcome back. This is Insti and we are continuing Darkness Within to Dark Lineage. Before we really... Oh, sorry. I have to check the voice volume. I think that's the music. Okay, I think that's better. Yeah, before we really go inside to the building where we are at the moment, I was actually checking my last recording, and there might be something I missed outside. It seemed like a book. So let's go and see if it's a book or... Oh, sorry, scratching my nose. Or was it just something bored? Look here. That seems like a book. Oh no. I was certain that was a book. I think it is a book. It's interesting. So, well, hopefully that's not something important because I can't interact with it at all. I'm almost certain that's a book. I'm trying to see on the second screen. Yeah, there's a little dent over there. Well, either that's not something you're supposed to read or... No, I can't interact with it at all. Well, who? The one thing also I noticed, there's some rocks here. I don't know if this is important at all. I was just, when I was watching the recording, the last recording, I noticed that when I was walking, I didn't realize at that time, I realized that they are actually circling the building. But when I was recording, I was so tired I didn't even notice. I don't know if it's just a coincidence or if it's something for the lore or something like that. I don't know. We will see. But honestly, I'm a little miffed about that book. It seems like it's something you probably... Oh! Oh, right. Okay. That's good. Luckily, I tried to click it because it said it's too dark. So before we continue with the book, is this something... Do you say anything about those rocks, or can we see something? Oh, that's definitely something I have to remember, that maybe go with a lantern or flashlight with all the time. So we can interact with something. Is that a marking or is it just a shadow? I don't know. It seems like a marking, but I'm not certain about it. How far? Yeah, these are we checked. Anyways, let's go check the book. Now we can. Now as we can, because... Yeah. I thought I saw correctly, but... And you have to kneel. How many pages? Well, okay, I'm gonna read this anyways. After that, we will underline some things. Apparently 4 clues need to be fine. Okay. Owner, Carl Paleo, Wellsmouth Daily journalist, writer. All the clues I gathered for 3 months about the notorious cult children of this have led to me this old and depressing town called Arkham. I'm sure I will find what I expect to find here. Uh, his town has really it should be this town has really suffocating atmosphere with all those narrow streets, old buildings, and some very strange statues and carvings spread near and far. I've been here for 6 days now, and I've never seen the sun shining brightly even once. I know it's autumn now, but there is something strange here. Even the morning hours are darker than they should be. This is just a place where the dark and light don't seem to differ much. I bet psychological problems and suicide rates are pretty high. Arkham is a small but very old town, with surprising number of blood-chilling tales of witchery and sorcery told about its history. When you leave the town center and its peculiar howling wolf statue to delve into the streets, you feel like you are going back in time. As you proceed, the buildings get older and older until at last you reach its border at the oldest part of all. Strangely, I learned that this section is under quarantine and no one is allowed to enter. There are few police officers around, but they won't tell me anything about the quarantine. Sorry, my nose is itching. I don't know why. This situation seems curious to me, as there aren't nearly enough precautions normally taken in such crises. In the sections I could visit, most of the houses are damaged and empty, as are the streets. Some of the houses are still inhabited, but even those are in such poor condition it seems they might break down any minute. I know the deserted houses hide secrets of olden times when sorcery prevailed here, and I feel unseen eyes looking down on me from the glassless windows then, when I walk through that area of town. So, on a side note, is this the writer that the bookseller mentioned, or was it the hotel owner? Anyways, I've settled in an old inn named Camp Horwood, and I immediately started my research because I don't want to stay here long. The townsfolk, the townsfolk seems rather unusual. I've seen personally that they can be hostile to strangers, just as I was warned about beforehand. But you can always find someone to talk to if you offer a right incentive. I managed to find a drunk named Joseph, I mustn't forget to learn his surname, with the help of a bottle I bought. Even though he is not a reliable source, some aspects of what he told me do fit in the information I've gathered already. I've learned that the history of this town has always been mixed with terror, child abduction, strange rites done at even stranger places, unidentified shadows wandering through the narrow streets in the dead of night, and undetectable voices from the sewers below, and cult whose origin dates much farther back than the town itself. It has many names, but they call themselves Children of This. In all these myths and stories, there are subtle clues that suggest the area, including the town and nearby forest, is the cradle of the cult. Some believe that in the certain places, especially in the woods, the underground is honeycomb of tunnels and passages that lead to an even deeper antediluvian underground city. On the surface, there are places supposedly connected to these underground tunnels and passages, and the cult is trying to possess these places. There is a shack out in the forest, and I believe the building is one of them. I will go search it in a few days, but I must gather more information first. There are some people who claim to see light in the windows of the shack, and I've heard a quiet group of people doing something unholy there. One anecdote in particular stands out. A middle-aged woodcutter returning one afternoon from work swears that he heard a very loud buzzing sound accompanied by human screams coming out. He says at the time he believed the sounds were coming from from underground, but he couldn't find any opening that might lead to it. So he presumed that what he heard was just his imagination. Other woodcutters have said that when the wind is blowing away from the shack, it carries an odor smelling like some kind of incense that has a numbing effect on the person who inhales it. I asked a few townspeople if they know anything about this group and learned that they live in the oldest part of the town, in houses no one else would want to live in. They rented some places there, some of which don't even have electricity. 3 or 4 of them, nobody exactly knows their number, come to the town center at regular intervals and get something from the train station that the train has delivered. They sometimes have a drink at the inn while they're here. Nobody tries to speak to them, because everybody in town hates or fears them. One of the locals told me that a particular visitor with fake-looking short coal black beard who seems superior to the others visits the pharmacy every time he is here, and he leaves with big boxes full of strange chemicals he'd ordered earlier. I'm sure there must be some kind of laboratory in that shack. I've seen these so-called laboratories before and know that disgusting things take place there. I must be extra cautious when I visit. Okay. So we have quite a lot of pages and we need something. Let's start with easy. Name. And it didn't work. Children of Dis. The cult that Ivar Bergen and the others he met in his cabin are part of. I know that they are very dangerous and have a lot of followers around the world who are doing some strange research of the cult. Some of the letters I read in the cabin offer clear evidence of this. Okay. Recommend. I don't think this is important, but let's try. Not particular. Yes. And I expect find the town, streets, buildings. I don't think this is important. Hopefully. Very surprising plot, chilling tales of witchery and sorcery, maybe? Okay, not interesting. When you leave town center, peculiar howling wolf statue. Okay, it's not interesting at all. I get older. Strange, I learned that this section is quarantine. Quarantine? Maybe quarantine? Nope. That's not important. And no one is allowed to enter. There are a few police officers. When did the journalist actually visited here? This situation seems curious to me. Nearly enough precautions normally. Okay. I could visit most of the houses were damaged and empty. Okay. Damaged and empty. We could try that. No. Some of the houses might break down any minute. This is a secret all the time. Sorcery prevailed here. No. I feel unseen eyes looking down. Okay. Oh, let's try this. It's not important. Okay. I was warned about beforehand, but you can always choose with the help of bottle. That's not in. Okay. I was thinking we would try to find the Joseph. And with the Terror Child abduction straight rides down at even stranger places. Streets. Sewers. Okay, that's not important. I don't think we need this again, but let's try anyways. Yes. Streets, there are subtle clues suggest including town nearby forest is the cradle of cult. Nope. Underground is honeycomb of tunnels. Nope. I should remember to click again. Underground city. No. Try to possess this place. Okay. On the surface there are places connected underground channels and passages that collect these places. That old building in the forest glade could be important. I should go and have a look. Oh. So it was the sentence after. Okay. Well, I guess I got lucky there. Just check out in the forest, and I believe the building is one of them. What else? What else? What else? What would be important? Claim to light in the windows. Nope. Group of the people doing something. No. Okay, and swears he maybe sounds accompanied human screams. Okay, what could be the source of the sound be? This reminds me of a story I once heard about some creatures called hill creatures that imitates human speech with their frightening buzzing sounds. So the buzzing sound was more important than the human screams. Okay. Okay. I believe that sounds were coming underground, maybe? Nope. Opening might be leading to presume what he heard was just imagination. Other woodcutters have said that when the wind blowing carries smell like some kind of incense and numbing effect. Let's try with those. No. Group, oldest part of the town. Knows their center regular intervals get something. 3 or 4 of them. Nope. Get something from the train? Maybe? Nope. Drinking in? No. Nobody tries to speak with them because everybody. One of the locals told me that particular visit with fake-looking short coal black beard. Could that be important? Who seems superior to the others? I'm gonna underline these. Could this be important? Let's see. I wonder who this man is. If he has control over the others, I should be cautious of him. The man with the fake beard. But how do you recognize him if he doesn't have the beard? So be wary of any man who's wearing a beard. Great big bushy beard. Oh, we found every clues apparently, and chemicals. But I'm seeing if there's. I don't know if there can be hidden clues. Oh, in these papers. I'm certain there must be some kind of laboratory in the shack and laboratory. Okay. No. So, I think that's enough, and we can get up and save. Yeah, I'm gonna save inside old building. Let us continue inside old building. Finally. So, is that? What is that? What is that? It seems like a paper, but I don't think it's important apparently. Let's try with the lantern. I do enjoy the lantern more than the flashlight, but I might. Oh, there are more papers on down here, so. But I do have to be careful because I don't know if some papers are more important than the others. And what do we have here? Oh, there's something. How many pages? We collected these rare insects to continue the experiments done about 8 years ago to enhance the hallucinogenic effects of the Dversahe mixture, and they have become dangerous. They killed one of my assistants, and another is in coma now. Their growth speed is unbelievable, and they have started to infest the whole underground site. The reason we keep working with them is this hallucinogenic effect of their venom. It can greatly strengthen the impact of Dversahe, which is already significant, but not enough for our needs. We require a stronger version of the human brain, and I believe more potent mixtures once existed, but were forgotten over time. There is a rumor that speaks of unearthly origins of these insects. I heard I heard this from one of my assistants, and he learned the story from one of our men. According to the rumor, they were brought to this world from outer space by insect-like creatures that can travel through space with their powerful wings. These creatures were far more intelligent than us. They landed here a long time ago and dug tunnels hundreds of meters underground to gather the metals they needed. I don't know if this is true, and Mr. Kervin doesn't say a thing about them. These insects are the same as the dead ones found in the strange wooden sculptures, but we need living ones, so we brought just a few to make a special synthetic mixture that imitates the substance the insects used to build nests in their original habitats. We covered the walls of some of the chambers with this adhesive mixture, and it was successful. Soon they started to build their own nests, but then with their incredible growth speed, they started to produce their own natural mixture. Now there are a lot of various sized nests in the site along with the ones we placed. They are building them with an alarming speed. When their numbers started to increase, they began to get aggressive and attack us. We tried to control them by killing some, but soon realized this wasn't a viable option. It seems there is a complex synthesis between them. If you kill the wrong one or even disturb them, they attack whoever draws near. They even attack their own nests. Since they are very rare and valuable insects, we dare not to kill them blindly and risk complete failure through the loss of their nests. In fact, any damage to the insects was banned by Mr. Kervin. I actually believe they are more important to him than us, so I don't want to draw his horrible anger to myself by doing something stupid. As for the effect of their venom, a single bite doesn't kill anyone except possibly those allergic to their venom, but a high dose of venom causes delirium, severe muscle spasm, and even death. Thankfully, after several tries, I managed to prepare something that can ward them off. I pounded henbit, rue, heath aster, basil, and geranium plants inside the mortar and pestle, and added water, alcohol, and neem oil to the mixture. When this mixture is sprayed up onto them, they immediately fly away. The effect is temporary, but this is a solution for now until something better is found. Professor Jacob Herbert. Is that a little reference Herbert West, the reanimator? Maybe. So we need clues, and why do I have the feeling that we need to make the pesticide or something like that? What do we need to underline? 3 notes. Rare insects are that important? No. The effects of dress mixture. I know this hallucinogenic mixture used to alter consciousness by some natives around the world under different names. It has a very strong effect. Okay. Unbelievable, they started to infest whole underground site. The research keep working greatly. Strengthen the impact of Dversahe? Nope. We require a stronger version of the human brain. For the human brain, sorry. I believe more potent mixture of existed, but okay. Spark Underintelligence. Space by insect-like creatures, and I definitely do know that there are some, well, great old ones and the Lovecraft deities and whatnot are outer space creatures. But I can't remember the insects. There are, but I can't remember what they are. I'm want to say Megors or something like that, but I'm not certain. Do I need the insects same as dead ones found in the strange? These insects are the same. Is this important? Because we have found some of the in wooden sculptures. I know these wooden sculptures. So that the dead insect was one of these dangerous ones. Okay, good. So that was one of. Oh, that. Wait a minute. I have only found hidden clues. Huh. So what am I missing? How many pages we have? 2 pages, and I need to find 3 clues. Converse, advanced mixture. Soon they started building their own nests. A lot of various sized nests, maybe? No. Aggressive and attack us. No. If you kill wrong one or even disturb them, is that important? No. Valuable. We dare not to blindly infect the dance to the insects were banned. Single bite doesn't kill, maybe. This is bad. I must be careful not to disturb the insects if there are any left. I hope they are all gone. Okay. Delirium. Okay, that was one clue. Do I underline this mixture? In order to prepare it, must be mix hen beetroot geranium with water, alcohol, and neem oil. So yes, okay, we learned the henbit and whatnot. Right. So we need one clue. What? They landed. I don't. Mr. Kervin, is that important? No. Collected. Is this important that they kill one of my assistants? He didn't say anything about the others. It seems those without rank are nothing more than animals to them. People were killed by insects. Okay. Well, I would... Well, I'll take this. This is fine. This is fine. So, what else? Roll of tape. It looks moist, but I think it will work. Is there anything... No, that's the letter. That I cannot interact with, and... what is this? I don't know. Can I drop it? Oh no. I hope that's not... Let's take it... Oh, right. Oh, right. Now I can open this one. Okay, flashlight. And... oh, I just... Right. What is this? Some kind of a weird machine. It looks very old, almost completely covered with rust. And we have human anatomy, painting, some chemical markings, which is not my forte. And what is this? There are some torn papers here. Okay, is this some... oh, this is some kind of puzzle. Can I rotate these, or... so would this be a left corner? I need to get these papers. So that would be here. That would be right. Left. Okay. Okay. I'm not certain that I will... I need to get this... oh, this must be... is this a bottom line? I think it is. It might be. We need to get these papers a little bit spread out so I can see right corner. Definitely. And this is... no. It could be here. Maybe. The problem is I need some space for the... I don't know. Let's go with here. And then we have... okay, this goes here. And then we have this. Radio. And that is there. Nice. Looking nice. Let's move this away and this away. I don't know if there's... let's see. Now it's starting to look more reasonable. Okay. What? Okay, I need to take this a little bit down. Let's build it here. Let's build it here. And you go there and you go there. This might be wrong, but this is definitely wrong. That means we are using this piece. Yes. And okay. Here we are. You go there, and I think we got it. That is interesting. So is this some kind of a guide how to work through a maze? Can I take it? The pieces will fall apart. I can't carry them around this way. So we need something. But what? We have a tape, but I don't know if that is working. Well, I think we need to explore a little bit more. And I will take a little sip of drink. Okay. So we have to be very careful that we've... What is the hydrochloric acid? So we have hydrochloric acid over here. Why did I... It seems like I saw something there, but maybe it was this. Even more hydrochloric acid. That's good. Hopefully we don't need those. And wait, what? Colonel. Okay. Colonel Nehemiah Derby, 1646, 1790. This is so old. What is the tombstone doing here? I really don't know. Let's say again. Did he say something else? No. Tombstone Colonel Nehemiah Derby. That is a good question. Why would you have a tombstone inside your building? I might try to... No, not the gamma. Dialogue speed even more slow, because when it's those longer text, it would be nice to actually manage to read it. And that is a map. He is saying... Is that... No... I'm stating so many obvious things like, there's a coat hanger. There's a broken piece of wood. Maybe a door. Another... Hepaibach Lawson? Or Hepsibach? Hensibach. That looks like an H. This is P or N. That's definitely a Z. This is one weird building. Stop moving. Interesting window over there. Ooh. Ooh. Clues, 5 clues. So this is a... Oh, this will take me a little while, but... Well, I have started reading, so I will read this. How many pages? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, before we start, I will take a little drink. Okay. Okay. 10th of September 2011. There is something strange down below. The sounds, they haunt me day and night. Everything started after these hellish insects came. They've killed 8 of our brothers to this point. We've thrown their bodies into the smoking pit, but I know this is wrong. Tried to insist that we should bury them properly, but Professor Jacob said this way is also beneficial to us. I didn't understand what he said. Sometimes he is a real monster. I still see them in my dreams. Their faces. Eaten faces. They beg me to save them from their immeasurable pain. They are still there, waiting, down below, inside the ageless darkness of that pit. What madness not to bury them. 12th of September. We were not told about the bites or the anger of the insects. They seem like ordinary bugs, but they aren't. In their original habitats, they live their whole lives in the deepest parts of the caves, far from the reach of the sunlight, so they are blind. They are also strong and vicious. If you get bitten too often at once, you will lose your mind for days, maybe weeks if you are allergic to their venom. Most of us were bitten by them, But who knows how many times? I cannot be sure if I'm even being bitten anymore. Delusions or reality, they are no different for me now, after all the things I've heard. They came here from some place in Africa. Nobody knows about their existence except us. Not even the top entomologist, Mr. Curven, that inhuman thing. He knew about them. He knows many things unknown to anyone else, at least any modern man. Wait a minute. Oh, not even top entomologists. Mr. Curven, that inhuman thing, he knew about them, yes. Every now and then, the insects attack us. At first, we didn't know the reason for the aggression, but later Professor Jacob found out that they attack if you pose a threat to their nests. You cannot hide from them. They always know where and even who you are. It seems they can differentiate us with ease. Professor Jacob said they may be able to see, just not the same way we do. Maybe they have a sensors or some other extrasensory organ that we can't comprehend with our science. Who knows? Professor Jacob seems troubled about them. It's obvious that even he didn't expect this. 14th of September. I hear the sounds clearer now, though I still don't know what or who makes them, or where they come from exactly. At first they sounded like harmless, natural noises, but now I know they are conscious, not just random sounds. They come in continuously repeated long and short bursts, but I still can't tell just anyone. If they learn, I'll take my place among my friends inside the pit. They don't let anyone hinder the experiments. But there is someone, a quiet and sober man named Ashmohead. He seems troubled. I think he hears what I hear. I will try to speak with him. Yesterday, 16th September. Yesterday, Murrows got attacked. He somehow managed to escape the flocks of angry insects and locked himself into one of the rooms. His horrible screams are still echoing inside my head. I wanted to save him. I tried to get him out, but Professor Jacob wouldn't let me. 3 people dragged me out and everyone was evacuated immediately. There's no doubt that we left him to die down there. Professor Jacob said there is no chance for him. He should be dead by now. This is insane. What are we doing with these things? They are much too dangerous. We cannot control them. Even 2.5 hours later, we could still hear the humming of the angry insects. Professor Jacob said we should take a break and sent everyone away. Only Ashmohead, Henbook and I stayed as a guards as we always do on Fridays. We normally guard the place in turns. One of us is always awake while others do sleep, and last night was no exception. Only Ashmohead was awake, and in the dead of the night we were awakened by his crazed screams. He said he heard Murrows crying and begging us to help him. After a short while, I heard Murrows too. But Henbook couldn't hear a thing. He said our imagination were running loose and went back to sleep. But Murrows really was crying down there. Ashmohead and I could clearly hear him. We tried to go down but realized the handle was gone. Professor Jacob must have taken it with him. I don't know why, but after a while I felt so sleepy. I couldn't resist and soon fell into a sleep full of nightmares. In my dream, Ashmohead and I were talking with Murrows. He was lying inside this disgusting mold of insects' mud. I don't remember what he said, but it was something about the endless, lavishly carved underground tunnels, streets and buildings below us that were built long before the first human ever walked the earth. He showed us the way to reach them. It was the pit. We climbed down using only our bare hands. At the bottom we walk along a large tunnel, sometimes seeing a man-made old stone brick walls. Once I thought I saw the name of a church. I knew carved into a stone, but I couldn't find it again. And there were some big archways along the way that had SPQR carved on them. And SPQR is Senatus Populusque Romanus, and it's an ancient Roman republic. Around us was a pitch darkness, and I don't remember how we were able to find our way without a light source. At the end of the tunnel, we descended a stairway with thousands of steps, and once we even had to climb down from an underground cliff. At last, we reached a large dome like place. It is impossible to imagine a building that far underground, but there it was. Every wall was filled with both beautiful and horrible description and undescribable things. And there we saw our brothers withdrawn in the smoking pit. They were at varying degrees of decomposition, and it seemed as if they were all very happily chewing something. Then they took us with them, further still through more dim, silent underground tunnels. During this solemn procession, they played some strange instruments and muttered a crazy chant, the chant of the worm, which strangely Ashmohead and I seem to know too. I can still remember it, and it makes me shiver every time I recite it. Fierce ghouls gather and pale shades form, all together this damned crowd howl, the chant of the worm. I don't know where we were going, but we walked for a really long time. It was impossible to measure, but it felt like we walked for hours. Then, suddenly, I felt a strange sensation that our destination was not a good one. My heart started to beat crazily for no obvious reason. I felt nauseous, and when I looked at him, Ashmohead seemed the same. I don't remember what happened after that. I was soaked with sweat when I was woken up by Professor Jacob, and there was no sign of Handbook, even though we searched for him high and low. His bed was empty, and he has nowhere to be found. Later I spoke with Ashmohead, and he said he dreamed the same dream as me. I'm not sure what we believe anymore. Ashmohead and I have theory about the disappearance of Handbook that we will keep a secret. 19th of September. They found mirrors inside the disgusting insect mud, exactly as we dreamed. Professor Jacob wanted to keep the body for experiments, with the futile hope of finding a reason for the anger of the insects, but Murrow's body still stays there in the mud. 26th of September. I am stupid. Yes, definitely a fool. How could I fail to understand when I first heard it? The sounds. They are Morse code. Our brothers are calling us. I told Ashmohead and he agreed with me. We are going when our time comes. Well, that was an interesting tale, and definitely takes lots of Lovecraft stories where you find a paper and other similar sort of stories where main character or somebody finds a notebook or diary. That's a very similar vibes. The problem is that now I have to find out 5 clues. So insect, hellish insects. The insects are obviously very dangerous, but these people are still working with them. Their goal must be very important. Insects killed 8 of them. That's quite a lot, actually. Okay. Interesting. Okay. We throw their bodies in the smoking pit. Professor Jacob said this way is better. I'm underlining because there's a name also. Professor Jacob, clearly experiments here are led by him. Okay, yeah. Usually it's a good idea to start with the names. And sometimes monsters creams their faces, eat them faces. Maybe I try to skip everything that's his personal feelings. Maybe. I don't know. Insects, they seem like ordinary bugs, but they aren't. ordinary bugs, but they aren't. Nothing particular interest. Okay. They live their whole lives in the deepest spots of the caves, far from the reach of the sunlight. Reach of the sunlight, so they are blind. I think these are the same kind as the one I've. Well, we already said that. So they might be blind. Okay. So this is bit enough that you will lose your mind. You will lose your mind, maybe. Not interesting at all. Most of us were bitten by them. Who knows how many times? I cannot be sure I'm even being bitten anymore. Delusions or reality, they are no different for me now. Not interesting, okay. Someplace in Africa? Nope. Nope. Entomologists. Mr. Kerven, that inhuman thing. Again, not interesting. He knows many things. Great many things. Insect that I found out. But later attack if you pose. They attack if you pose a threat to their nests. Could that be? Okay. Fine. Cannot hide from them. Maybe who you are. So that's not even. Okay. Different able, same way we do. Maybe heat sensor or some extrasensory organ. Okay, that's not interesting. Troubled by them. Okay, I hear the sounds are clear now. I hear the sounds clear now. Maybe? No. Ashmohead. No. He seems troubled. Trouble. Yesterday, Muru. Is that important? No. Locks his horrible screams. The screams. 3 people dragged me out. Everyone evacuated immediately. We could hear Professor only Ashmahead, Henbok, and stayed as gods. No. We were awakened by his grazed screams. No. Henbok couldn't hear a thing. Okay. I could clear him. We tried to go down. So there is a handle that is used to be able to go down. Oh. Okay. I don't know why. Wash my head. Marrow's disgusting mold of insect mud. Nope. What I said, but it was something about endless, lavishly carved underground tunnels straight long before. Okay. Sure, we climbed down using our bare hands. Yes. Once I thought I saw the name of a church I knew. Once I thought I saw the name of a church I knew carved in the stone. Okay, that's not interesting. I couldn't find it again, and there were some archways along the way. Is this important? I don't know. Maybe. This is abbreviation the Latin Senatus Populusque Romanus, which means the Senate and the people of Rome. The official signature covenant is in Rome. Yes. Well, at least definitely makes sense. So that would imply that they have been a very long time in here, which we basically already knew. Okay, we find every clues, but maybe I will still go a little bit and see if there's something we... Because I'm thinking there might be some hidden clues, because this is a huge book. I'm just stabbing in the dark. Hopefully it hits something. Large dome-like blaze fell on every wall, filled with both beautiful and there were so brothers we thrown in the smoky pit. They were wearing decreased decomposition. During this summer, yeah, I'm gonna make a little longer underline. So maybe if I get lucky. Okay, that's not important. Okay. I remember it makes the shiver. Well, if this is the chant of the worm, maybe this is important. Let's see. Because this is totally out of this, so it might be hidden clue. Maybe we need it later. Oh yes, this is the chant Mr. Brombell kept repeating in his cell under the cabin. Brown bell. Oh. So that makes sense. Yes. From the darkness within one. Basically, I never solved what happened, Mr. Brown Bell, because I missed something. How do I know this? Because there's actually an achievement for that to find out. Well, I was thinking he was either dead or inside the dungeon, because, well, those are mostly the options that might be. The text seemed to imply that he might have been killed, but I don't know. I missed something, as we know, some hidden clues or something like that. So I couldn't. I later checked it out. I can't remember which things I missed, but if you find them and then go to talk to him, you find out what happened to him. And yes, that's the brown bell. Yes. And because I was interested how I missed one clue achievement for the darkness within. Let's see how many I miss in this game. So now I know we are definitely found everything. Okay, that's good. That's good. I'm sorry, this is going to be a long episode with lots of reading, apparently. In similar way, like the first one. I do enjoy reading, but hopefully it's not too tedious for you guys. Oh, that sting. It smells even worse than it looks. Well, to be honest, well, there's maybe a little sweat over there, but overall, it's not that bad. Oh, you mean the... Okay, the whole bed. Okay. Wait a minute. Let's see if we can use the flashlight better. Okay, in right amount of toes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So these are human or humanoid. Good, good, good. So what? It's locked. I'm not sure, but this looks like some kind of a locking mechanism to me. Okay. So what? The lighting works a little odd in this game, but what can you do? This is not a AAA game, so that's understandable. There's a heavy smell here. Is there now? Why am I a little bit worried? Push and pull. I hope that's muddy footprints, not bloody footprints. It might be either way. Interesting. It's locked. Okay, we need a key for this. What do we have in inventory? Lots of flashlights. We have a roll of tape. Letter, toy car, camera, lever. How many flashlights we do have? I don't know. We don't have a key, I would think. No, we don't. Yes, I know we can take the hint where we need to go, but I don't think that's necessary. As oh, that's the shadows moving because we are not studied all the place. So we have footprints without shoes. We have footprints with shoes, and I'm guessing when we open this will maybe let us get somewhere. So what do we have here? Mandrake, Amanita muscaria. Is that some kind of mushroom? Mandrake is it's a root. Rose radica, rue, geranium, ginger, mint. Oh, geranium. Can I take these? These are the ingredients for the insect. Basil, henbit, garlic, heat aster, hellebore, or bellebore, hellebore, thyme, rosemary and thyme, harmal, fennel seed. These are the ingredients we need to make the insect. Oh, there is no label on this one. I can't read the label of this bottle. Alcohol. Yeah, we need that. Can we read this? Water. We don't need that. Sulfuric acid. Maybe not touch that. Hydrochloric acid. We can leave that away also. Neem oil. That we do need. And we have 2 pans. And mortar. Mortar and pestle. Pestle. Can I take these? I can't just yet. Well, because I'm almost certain we would need to do the insect thing. Oh, that stings. It smells even worse than it looks. Yes, we already know that. I can push and pull. Anything? Nothing. There's the legs. It looks like he froze to death. I'd better examine him. A capsule I found on the frozen corpse. A letter I found from the frozen corpse. On the frozen corpse. Anything else? I could take a... I'm gonna... Oh. I think I will take a screenshot of you. Yes. I know, it's quite scary. Maybe if I don't look at you. Now I can take the screenshot. Hopefully it took. There are some letters, but let's read the letter first. Okay, clues 3, and this is 2 pages. Okay, that's fine. Dryden. As you already know, we have no hope of understanding some of the obscure writings of Wolfgang Schneider. This is a major obstacle in our way now. There are still things that we must acquire and get down in very short period of time. From the recent discoveries of Shalif bin Humar, we know that some of the machines mentioned in the Voco apparatus may still exist, though the Inquisition frantically sought to destroy them all during the Dark Ages. Like most of the ancient sources, it is almost impossible to find properly translated versions of the Voco apparatus. But there is a book called Recollections of the Past that was written by Alfred Bolovich, a relatively unknown medieval alchemist and a demonologist during the War of the North Bridge. Recollections of the Past consist of several topics about the writer's research areas and may contain at least some clues. You must find that book at all costs. Some of the others have already started looking for it, but you have connection that could quicken the process. Oh, definitely we start with the names. Wolfgang Schneider. Nothing interesting. Ah, Dreden. Nothing interesting. Major obstacle. This things. Yes. What else? From the discourse Shalif bin Humar. The machine. Could it be one of the machines mentioned in the index of the book Recollections of the Past? Very astute, most likely. But I didn't underline that part. Okay. Okay, and what else? Ancient source. It's almost impossible to properly translate it. What else? Voco apparatus. It's apparatus in here and apparatus there. But there is a book called Recollection of the Past, Alfred Bolovich. We do know that, but let's see it. Medieval alchemist and demonologist during the War of the North Bridge. Let's try with that. Not interesting. Not interesting at all. Several topics about the writer's research areas may contain some clues. You must find the book at all costs. But others have started looking for it. That's not interesting. Wait a minute. Oh, it continues. Sorry. The box I sent with this letter includes the material you need. It consists of the ashes of Wolfgang Schneider. I'm sure I don't need to tell you that it's impossible to replace, so be very cautious. Ivar and Thoth were killed horribly by one of the embodied ones during a conjuring session. Some of them are very powerful and must be completely avoided. We couldn't control the last one even though we did everything written on the parchment. We can no longer use one of our hideouts, as it now seems to be roaming freely. A recent newspaper article reported a massacre that took place in one of a suburban area. Needless to say, it would be very bad for us if it gets caught anytime soon. Thus, Mr. Kerven has ordered not to use Borellus' way, but instead try the one described in the Voco apparatus. This is the safest method. We learned, of what we could understand, from the Voco apparatus that there should be a silver cylinder-like object. It must be filled with the ashes of or any other organic remnant of the one of that you intend to summon. But the rest is unclear. You must find that book quickly. Mr. Kerven becomes more and more impatient with each passing day. Immediately report back when you find anything useful. Then PV and TWB will be on their way to you, waiting to hear good news. Regards, John D. Okay, so yeah, I almost missed that the paper continues. So The box I sent you lent material you need. Material you need. Do I need this information? I'm underline a little bit more maybe if I get lucky. I know about Wolfgang Schneider. He was the notorious German philosopher, alchemist, and writer of the book called Eclipse of the Soul, who lived in the 14th century. What could this mean? How on earth could they find ashes of someone who died centuries ago? And what do they plan to do with them? Ashes of Wolfgang Schneider. So the tube which I have is probably the ashes of the Wolfgang Schneider. Interesting. Very interesting. So what else we could underline? Ivor and Thoth were killed horribly. Well, that sounds interesting in grand scheme of things. I remember part in Clarkfield's notes that mentioned Ivor's strange condition. How it seemed that he was terribly afraid of something. These sessions were probably the reason. Ivor is dead. Well, yeah. Ivor is dead. Long live Ivor. During Conjuring session, we couldn't control last one, even though we can no longer use one of our hideouts. We can no longer use one of our hideouts. No, that's not interesting. Okay. This newspaper article reported a massacre that took place in the suburban area. And needless to say, thus Mr. Curwen has ordered not to. Mr. Curwen has ordered not to Borrell's Bay, maybe? Borrells was a French savant. He was a chemist, botanist, and physician of Louis XIV, the King of France. Louis XIV, the King of France. He was also a reputed alchemist. I once read a passage that explained his views how well preserved essential salts of human ashes can allow one call up a shade of dead person. But I think we just read it. Oh, sorry, there was something else also, but we already read it. Okay. We learned. Yeah. We read it straight from the second chapter. Kevin becomes more impatient. Nothing particularly interesting, okay? Immediately report back when you find anything useful. The PV and TWB will be on their way. Since he found recollection of the poet, Dreden probably reported back. I must be quick if I don't want to get caught. Did Dreden report back? Oh, I didn't even realize that we were looking for hidden clues also. So it was only 3 clues. Okay. I didn't check that at all. So, could we now... anything else you can tell us? After reading letter, I'm sure this is Dreden's body. Is it? Are you a Dreden? You don't look so healthy. Reminds me of yeah. This is a little bit scary. I might take a quick break and get something to drink, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Let's see. Oh! Did I? Yeah, I have the roll of tape. I forgot to try to use it on the paper. Come on. What is that? Is that a chest? Yeah, it is. Come on. Noise. Yeah. Get over there. Can I? No, 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 no. Yeah. Okay, that's it. That's it. That's it. What do we have here? Something? Examine. Okay. One clue, probably one, maybe hidden clue. Okay. It is impossible to work with the insects without protection. We've lost too many men that way, which slows the process considerably. The mixture I prepared wards them off for a short time, but it's completely ineffective when they are angry. And their attacks are getting more dangerous as their numbers increase. A single bite is not dangerous unless one has an allergy to the venom. But if bitten many times simultaneously, the collective venom in the blood creates some kind of strong hallucinogenic effect and a severe muscle spasm, until at last the person dies in pain. Reaction can vary from person to person, but 90% of the time the result is the same. I still don't know the reason, but it affects some people much worse than others. To prevent this problem, we bought some protective suits from the same place we get our chemicals. The owner has excellent connections and got them very quickly. If successful, this should speed up the experiment since we won't need to take any more long breaks because of insect incidents. I placed the suits inside the locked cabinet in the bedroom. First, I want to try them on some of my men before distributing them to everyone. Professor Jacob Herbert. So it's the cabinet, which we already saw. Mixture I prepared wards them off for a short time. Nothing interesting. There are angry attacks are getting more dangerous. Nope. Single bite is not dangerous unless it has allergy to venom. But again, I think this is the second or even the third time we already hear this. Yes, this is the third time. So allergy affects 7 muscle spasm until the person dies in pain. Reaction can vary from person to person, but 90% of the time the result is the same. I still don't know the reason, but it affects some people much worse than others. Well, that's understandable. That's normal. To prevent this problem, we bought some protective suits. Nothing particular interesting. Okay. The owner has excellent connection, got very quickly. If successful, to speed up experiments. We don't need to take any more long breaks because of insect incidents. I placed the suits in the locked cabinet in the bedroom. That seems important. And we are running out of areas. Locked cabinet. Okay. And just to be sure, let's go with nothing interesting. And yeah, definitely. So, what is that? No. We don't do that here. So, basically, nothing too important. What else? Take. Take. Is that some kind of weird machine? Do we have? I'm thinking if I'm missing anything else. Hopefully not. Is that some book I just tossed around? Weird machine. I want to be certain that I don't miss anything. So let's see if we can use. Now I can pick the entire paper. Nice. Yes. Yes. I'm wondering why I can't take the... I don't know. It seems like we would use... Because I think we need something for the poison. That maybe... or insect thing. Because I'm almost certain that we need to do the insect stuff. But we have to have something where we put it, obviously. But that would make sense. But I can't interact with it. Is that a... No, that's a box. What is that? Oh, nothing. I can hide in the cupboard. Okay. So. I'm just checking I haven't... Can I move this? No. And there's nothing else for us. No, nothing. I'm gonna close these for now. Yes. This is so shiny, it almost seems like I... Oh! Okay. I think I'm inside the table. Come on, get off. Well, what did we have? We have this modern pestle, of course. What is this? A lever. Can we maybe use lever on this? I don't think I can use it here. Fine. Oh well. The only way we can go now is the upstairs. Also, those are so shiny. Also, yes, I'm saying similar words too many times. I hate myself. Anyways, yes, sorry about that, mate. I'm gonna go upstairs. Hopefully... Okay. What do we have here? What is that? A rusty old compass. A small metallic object. It looks like a handle. Okay, anything? Yeah, I could actually try to lead. And magical signs and sigils. What? Throughout the history. Let's read it. 4 clues and 1 page. Okay. Protective magical signs. These magical signs are used to protect persons, animals, places, or any other objects from all kinds of evil. Some of them are very old, originating in ancient times. During the Middle Ages, people used them to protect against curses of witches. Even before that, they were used as a safeguard against shamans. And these sections will include some of the most powerful signs. To be effective, all of these signs should be kept close, and if human or animal needs the protection, it should be carved on an object to be worn. If it is a building, signs should be placed on the gates, doors, and window shutters to prevent any evil from penetrating inside, or alternatively, placed in a proper arrangement outside to prevent any evil from coming closer. Okay, does it mean the rocks outside the building? That would seem logical. Urgerage. An argerage is a particularly old protective sign that has been used since ancient times. It consists of 16 different magical symbols drawn over a circle resembling the compass rose. There are 4 major symbols among the 16, and these 4 are adjusted to the cardinal directions of the compass. Each direction is depicted with a color code. These are east, red, north, white, west, black, south, yellow. There is no single order for the symbols. Different orders are used to achieve the specific protection needed. If the signs need to be invisible, they may be painted with luminescent matter. This will enable the caster to see them whenever needed, yet make them invisible to others during the morning hours. Although under a strong light source, they will become visible again, especially during nocturnal hours. So, yes, I think the stones are part of this. Stating the obvious again. Well, it's not that obvious, but anyway, now that I know the stones, it seems obvious. There are a lot of books here. Most of them seem very old. I can see the books about astrology, chemistry, history, and mathematics. Okay. Anything else? No. And I think we... So. Oh. North is over there. Okay. I don't think we need this right now. Anything else we have? No. Examine the telescope pointed at the sky. Can I use it? Apparently not. Okay, I'm a little lost right now. I'm certain I'm... Fortunately, you can't apparently die. Oh, by the way, yeah. I realized just one thing. I didn't underline anything from the book. That would help. Do I need to combine something inside the inventory to realize that I need to make the insect poison? I think I may have to do that. Okay, protective magical signs for clues. Nothing particularly interesting, okay? Protect persons, animals, places from all kinds of evil. Semi-evil, light coke of evil. Not evil enough. During the Middle Ages, people used to protect against curses of witches. Signs should be kept close. Human animals need protection. Nothing. Okay. Maybe card on an object to be worn. Well, if this is not important, then I don't understand what is. Let's try that. I think the stone circle that surrounds this building is some kind of protective sign. Oh, that is interesting, because if you... Yeah, I didn't realize those stones were a protective circle when I first entered the area. It's just when I started to... when I checked the last recording, I noticed that there are rocks there, but I thought they might be something important, but yes. Urgerage, is that important? No, it's not. Since ancient times, it consists 16 different magical symbols. Compass rose. Maybe. According to the description, magical signs and sigils throughout history. The sign card in the stones around the shack should be the kind called Urgerich. Fine. I'm guessing we are underlying east red, north white, west black, and south yellow. Again, same thing. The color coding information may come in handy. You think? I would almost certainly say they will be come hand. Invisible strong light source. Not part of signs need to be invisible. It was clever to use something luminescent that keeps them concealed without strong light source to see problem. Luminescent matter, but still the strong light source is important. Okay, let's see if I can connect something. I forgot totally that you can do this. So buzzing sound. Blind insects. Can I combine these? That doesn't ring a bell. Well, it should be, because the buzzing sound would make a sense. Warding of insects. Speaking machines, chant of the insects killed 8 of them. I can't. People were killed. Okay, let's take this away. Let's put insects killed 8 of them, and people were killed of the insects. Rethink. Okay. What happens? Blind insects and insect bites. Feathering. I'm just. Okay. Every insect thing. Another way would be mix it. Warding of insects. Maybe something else. Okay. Let's try insect bite. Warding of insect. I can't think of anything helpful. You really can't? You really can't? Oh, bloody hell. I found a formula to get rid of danger. In order to prepare it, I must mix henbit. Okay. This is bad. I must be careful not to disturb. Okay. Buzzing sounds. Right. Handle. Speaking machine. Oh, let's try this. Ashes of Wolkenschneider, and where is the tube? This one. No. This. What? What? I bet. Sometimes I'm a little. Do I want to get the hint? I do know that we can try and try to go outside and check the stones. But I'm still a little worried about that insect thing. So basically, I'm trying not to use the hint or anything at this point. We still can try to search the rocks, but I'm trying to see, can I do anything? Do you have anything? Okay, he's Triaden. So do these footprints help me anyway? Because I can't open that. I'm gonna check if these footprints do something. Can I move this for somewhere? Is that bad place? Let's see. Because it seems like the footprints come from here. And that might mean... Because they are so pronounced that I think they stop here. Can I move? I can't see anything, and maybe is there something under here? Okay, I need a flashlight. I think it's better. Anything? Oh! Muddy footprints have made a mess here. Okay. What's that's exit. Is there something? No, still away. He makes a note of it. What are these the footprints again? Since there are a lot of footprints by the table, it might be a good idea to check it out. Oh, right. Okay. It's locked. Do I have anything I can use? What is this? A small metallic object. It looks like a handle. Could this be it? I have the other hand lever also, but I think let's try this. Oh, nice. Okay, what do we have here? The metallic key I found in the secret compartment inside the table. So the footprints were for the reason. Good, good, good. So now I can open this, I'm guessing. Oh, I need to look at it. Okay. Yes, open. Yeah, I haven't seen those. I need more information. I'm guessing. At least we are making a little bit progress. Can I... One thing I want to check. There's the... This is the index, yes. Can I use this and... where is the speaking machine? That doesn't ring a bell. Okay. How about Ashes of Wolfgang Schneider? I can't think anything helpful. If I don't know. I'm gonna make a proper save now. Yeah, I realize this has been a very slow episode, but this is a slow game, and I'm a slow player. Anyways, I think we have to go outside and check the stones now. I'm thinking we are using this one. Is this bright enough? So there's a stone. This must be one of the stones mentioned in that book. Okay, do I need to... I can't see anything. So do I need to check every stone and hope I find something? Again, one stone mentioned in the book. Okay. Mentioned in the book. Yes. And nothing. Well, this is starting to be a little awkward. Is that a book? Yes, that's a book. Stone. Stone. This must be one of the stones mentioned in the book. Again, yes, we know, we know. So what am I missing? I really can't see anything. Do I need to find right stone before we find the markings? Or what? Yeah, these are the right stones. But I can't see anything, and it mentioned in the book. Do I need to do something for them? Let's try... What do I have? Can I use... Did it help? Oh, interesting. The second thing I would have tried would have been the lever. This must be one of the stones mentioned in that book. Okay. So now I have to go through every stone with a flashlight. Good, good, good. But I'm still... Okay, that is... Yes. Is that a... Yes, that's a stone. Can I interact with it? That's interesting. You had to have a flashlight that you can take the photograph of those. So I think these symbols are what we need to open the... Again, stating the obvious. The hatch, or whatever it is. But the order, I have no clue. But I will try to think that out when we finally have every... That looks like a bunny. But let's see. Triangle with eye symbol. Illuminati confirmed. Oh, you took the picture. What? Why do I have the picture on the left side right now? So I have to picture these on right order, but it seems like... Yeah, I probably could try and figure it out, but as this is working, I'm going to go like this. I know this is not the most... Oh, there's a stone. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Can I get more? I definitely can. So, yeah, apparently you can do it like this. I think you could definitely do it properly by the with deduction and whatnot, but if this is working like this, I will take it. We do have this already. Oh, I have missed this. Or have I? Yes, yes I have. Do we have this already? Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. I was almost ready to start drawing these pictures. I don't think we need to. Do we need... I don't know how many we need of these. If there's not... Yeah, we already have this one. Oh. What about this? We do have the bunny rabbit. Do we have this stick figure? I'm guessing this is enough. Well, I take the last trip around, and as we are anyway going and taking the pictures, but I think we have enough. If I should have actually checked the locking mechanism. Not the smartest way to go through about this, but it works. It just works. I can't argue with results. My idea... Oh, no. My idea was actually to go around these stones and spot the symbols, and after that basically write them down and try to figure it out, but apparently this has been made a little bit easier. So let's see. Is this enough? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2. Yeah, we have enough. So first one is the... So I'm just checking that there are no different symbols. So yes, it is this. Double smiley. There you are. This is already correct. Can I? Apparently I can't. No, wrong button. So here we are, and what is next? I was looking wrong symbol. I'm starting to get a little tired. Sorry about that. So what we are looking for is the bunny rabbit or something like that, or horned beast. Next is the mouse. Here we are, and the last one is the... I can't think of anything. Barbed wire. Okay, that's the piece of barbed wire. And there we are. I think we did it. Going down. Achievement unlocked. Yes, we are going down. I'm still a little bit worried that we are not being able to make the poison, if I'm completely honest. Hopefully... Okay, stop. Okay, that's enough. Hopefully I don't die. But I honestly, I don't see any other way just down. I'm definitely seeing something flying over there. That means I definitely make another save. John. And I know this has been a little slower episode overall, but it is what it is with these games. And I'm starting to feel a little tired, and this seems a great place to end this episode. So we will leave this very interesting, very nasty looking dungeon for the next episode. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this one, even though it's been a quite slow episode. Anyways, so if you enjoyed it, nice, and I hopefully will see you next time. Until then, goodbye.